that every single neighborhood has seen us, has been part of our campaign from the ground up. And so this is what we've been working towards. I don't worry at all about people getting tired or disinterested at this point, because we've been working really hard, and now it's the sprint to the finish.
Michelle, we talked to some undecided voters. Are you surprised with this late that there's still people who haven't made up their mind?
There's some great, amazing choices this time around, and it's an incredible moment in Boston. So I hope everyone continues to do research and come out and meet us and shows up. Even if they're going to make a split-second decision tomorrow, we will be at the polls to convince them at the polls as well.
What's your 15-second final pitch?
I'm a mom with kids in Boston Public Schools. I live in a multi-generational home with my mom. I know the challenges our city is facing. I also have a decade of experience in City Hall, knowing exactly how we can move the level of government to close these gaps and deliver the changes we need.
What is
Michelle?
the biggest issue the city faces right now?
Sorry, the biggest
What is the biggest issue you think the city faces right now?
keeping families in Boston. We are feeling the pressures all across every neighborhood of displacement, of cost of living going up. That's on the housing side, that's access to schools, that's transportation. So we need to ensure that we are bringing everyone into the conversation to plan for our brightest future. This election is about the future of our city and who is represented in that and whose voices are shaping where we grow.
Who do you think you'll be running against?
I'll be grateful if I'm in the running. So that's what we're worried about.
What do you think is the biggest thing that differentiates you from some of the other?
We've been at this since September of last year, working to ensure that this is not just about one person who goes in there, shuts the door, and makes decisions, but that this is about building coalitions and ensuring that every single community sees themselves reflected in decision making in this city. We have a bold vision, we have a long track record of having gotten things done because of the coalition work that has come to fruition over so many years in City Hall already.
After Eric Adams won in New York, there was an analysis that municipal electorates may not be ready to embrace the most progressive ideas or the most progressive candidates. Do you think Boston is different? And if so, why?
I'm proud of all of the plans and policies that we've put out. I would describe them as pushing the envelope, and certainly others have described them at times as pie in the sky, because they are bold and reaching for that brightest version of our future. So much of what we celebrate in Boston, in our history, and so much of what we celebrate about America all started as visions that might have seemed pie in the sky initially, but were exactly what we needed and deserved, and people fought for them to come to fruition. From the birth of this country to so many of the monuments and landmarks that Boston celebrates today: first public school in America, first public park, first public library, abolition, civil rights, marriage equality. This is a city that knows how to fight for what is right and what our future demands of us in this moment. I will add that in city elections especially, it's about much more than just labels or which end of a certain spectrum you're on, because this is where the rubber meets the road. This is where you are face to face with your constituents at the grocery store, out at dinner, walking down the sidewalk, and this is the place, this is the level of government where we truly have the chance to build trust back with our residents that cuts across ideological lines, because it is about earning that trust through delivering on the issues, big and small.
Michelle, can you just talk a little bit more?
Oh, sorry. Okay, yep.
I'm just a little Mike.
Yeah, another mic.
So you talk about being bold. Are you the boldest candidate in this race? You don't like labels, most progressive, but are you the boldest? Some people are looking for that. Is that who you are?
Yes, this is the boldest coalition in the race. We've put forward ideas that have already changed the conversation about what's possible in Boston year after year, and even within this campaign. But we're not only reaching for that vision of what's possible, we are backing it up with organizing on the ground and with results year after year in office as well.
Does that come with a downside, being the boldest? Do you worry that you lose some people who aren't quite ready to go that far?
In government and politics, it's always easiest to do nothing, not to rock the boat, and to say what needs to be said to persuade or assuage a certain group here, and then maybe say something different in challenges in Boston, and that requires that we put those issues and bold, potentially scary solutions on the table right now during the campaign for that accountability, but also to earn a mandate to deliver these changes in office. Great? Thanks, everyone. Use them all up at the forum.
I used all my questions last week.
I don't know how your ear feels, but
How many stops do you have for that?
Today we're taking a little slow. Yeah, this is our.
you definitely understand.
Trying to get a shot.
At this point, our
You get it.
Sarah, she would be able to. Yeah, like if you were
All right, so the full section is just the report. Worry about
this is the city where. Yep, as soon as, yep.
Do you think that there's
Galvin was upset this morning, and he didn't answer.
the matchup they want to see rather than the candidate?
When there are so many great choices, I hear from a lot of people who are tied up in knots trying to figure out what to do in this moment. I'm encouraging everyone to vote your heart, vote for who you believe should be the leader that can bring Boston into the future that we need. And so in a multi-stage race, it gets a little complicated, but for us, Tuesday is a big, big push, and we are going all in to make sure that we have a chance to keep going.
Oh, sorry.
Here, does this work?